And a very warm welcome along to everybody. How are you all doing here on this lovely, lovely Friday afternoon? I hope you're all doing well. We are going to be recording Snorlax's Just the Battles run today. I'm feeling a little bit tired, so it might not be the run that makes it into the video, but I want to give it a very good go at the very least. So I have already set up my save file. You can see we have a Snorlax here. I will take a little look at the Snorlax's stats. I called it sleepy because I am feeling very sleepy today. We have 31 HP. We are level 5, of course. We're holding a berry and our move is tackle. We have 16 in attack, that is huge, 11 in defense, 11 in special attack, 16 in special defense, and 8 in speed. Welcome in, by the way, to the Gaming Bros, Kanebi, to Daniel, to Salami Guy, to Kurenai Shu, to King Harding, I almost called you Kling Harding there, Rexstar, and Mouldy Cheese. I hope you're all having a lovely, lovely Friday. I think we are just about ready. Welcome into Dom Varal as well. I could do with some relaxing time as well. I have been working all morning. I got woken up by a train, which was very loud at about 5:40 this morning, and I have not been able to get back to sleep. So we'll get the graphics up, and we'll get the timer going. We're going to be using, hopefully we're going to be using Turbo Fire. Save my thumbs, we know how bad it was in the Alakazam run. My thumb was in so much pain for days afterwards, so we're swapping to Turbo Fire for now. Well, that's not good, is it? Missing against a Hootoots there. It's not 5:40 in the morning now, no. It's about 3 minutes past 2 in the afternoon. So I've been awake for about 9 hours. Well, 8 hours. Why did I go into the Pokemon Center there? No more tests at school for a while? Absolutely magic. I hope the test went well for you. There is a potion there. This is a bit of a warm-up at the moment. I wish I could have spent more time in bed, but I was just awake. I saw your post about the anime. I don't really watch the anime myself, but it seems like it was a very sweet moment. Our low speed is already letting us down here because we are having to take hits when we're grinding. I like Snorlax as well, but having just 30 in speed, I think a lot of people are going to predict it to do a lot better than it will actually do. I'm still going to give it a great go. We're going to get up to level 7 and then we'll chat with Mr. Pokemon. We'll see how well we do. We can of course get the Quick Claw in Goldenrod and that will help. And we have Mudslap for rival number 2. And thanks to the wonderful Kangaskhan, I should now be able to show you the hidden power type in real time. We'll get to that a little bit later on. I am very tired today, Donnie, but I am doing well nonetheless. I hope you're doing well. The time loss from going second is immense. It's like an extra 3 or 4 seconds each battle sometimes. And also you have the issue of not being able to run away from some of the quicker Pokemon, like Poliwag on this route particularly. When I did center it, I had a failed run because I just could not run from any Poliwag that I came into. And I got knocked out, would you believe, before Mr. Pokemon's house. So I've given the rival Chikorita. I thought Chikorita's the bulkiest of the lot, but it really is the best of a bad choice. Why did I go down there? What is wrong with me? I'm trying to change my routing ever so slightly to go down this ledge instead of going up. So let's go into the Pokemon Lab. We don't want to call in all the A's. Jesus. There we go. I don't know how well Psyduck will do, to be honest. I think Psyduck will be tricky at the start, but we do get a lot of moves. I've recorded tomorrow's voiceover, so I am well ahead of work, and this is being played now to give me a break on Sunday, which is when I normally record my Just the Battles. You finished a shiny Snorlax hunt in Leaf Green on the last day of October. You're planning on doing it in every generation. Well, Snorlax is an excellent Pokemon to shiny hunt. And it's available in almost every game, isn't it? Unknown is going to be very, very difficult. I think it's doable with a single unknown. It just depends on which unknown you go for. Psyduck's moves will be great. See, we can't run from this Poliwag first turn, so that slowed us down a little bit. The good news is, if we do Sprout Tower early, we won't have to worry about getting paralysed by a Ghastly there. We've learned Amnesia. That is going to stay on the learn set for a very long time. And in fact, I think we're going to skip Sprout Tower. Because I want to be at rival number 2. You know I don't. That was my old routing. We're going to do Sprout Tower. I want to get the experience and money. I don't really have a learn set in mind for the Sleepy Bear at the moment, which could prove to be an issue, but I'm sure we'll figure it out as we go along. Pick up the Pokeball here. I'm not sure how to check it on phone either. Because I record everything on PC, it's an awful lot easier to open up and check stats. At least you know it's Hidden Power Ice, which will help for things like Lance. And there's our Wild Ghastly. We got away safely though, which is great. I believe that the Snorlax in Gen 6 is shiny locked. So you might need to do an egg or find an alternate way to find the one in X and Y. Back when I was into RNG manipulation, I think I figured out that I just genuinely could not hit a shiny frame for that Snorlax. Unknown X, of course, in Generation 2, Unknown's DVs determine its shape as well. Morning Radar, I hope you're doing well. It has been a little while, hasn't it? I've been streaming at all times of day. I'm currently awake in the daytime in the United Kingdom, so we've got a lot more daytime streams. And Mad, how are you doing? It feels like ages, even though it's only been a couple of weeks. It's going. You were in the other stream. You got a promotion at work, Rainer. Well done. I hope you have a great time in your new role there. I was going to say I hope you have a lovely job, but that just sounds wrong, doesn't it? We'll pick up this escape rope and we shall leave. The voice is a little bit hammered again today because I did a voiceover for tomorrow's video, which is not one to be missed. If you watch just one video this month, make sure it's next one. I won't tell if you won't tell. Nobody's slacking at work here, you're doing research for Pokémon. Just try and fit that into your job description. You got fired after the trial time because you weren't motivated enough. That sounds like utter tripe from them, doesn't it? So we're now level 12, we must be in the slow experience group, I didn't bother to check. Well, it sounds like they can get in the bin. And the benefit of working from home is you can do other things in the background, which helps a lot of people focus. I know that when I worked from home, I definitely had better focus than when I didn't work from home and when I was in the office. 7 minutes and 40 for Falconer. I've turned off the comparisons for this one because of spoilers, would you believe? Can't say any more than that. But we have some very nice splits coming up in the not too distant future. Office situations are very, very annoying, especially when you're working on the phones like I was a lot of the time. It's just far too loud and far too hard to focus. What Pokemon are you playing, Madden? I saw you play some Fall Guys the other day. I wish I'd have known you were playing. But I would have jumped on. I love Fall Guys. That is true in Generation 1 because the special stats was shared. Snorlax had phenomenal special attack as well as special defense. Amnesia was a very broken move there. It's still broken against Red in Generation 2, because 5 out of his 6 Pokemon are special attackers. And I've completely lost my train of thought. 5 of his 6 Pokemon are special attackers, and ironically enough, the only Pokemon in Generation 2 for Red who wasn't a special attacker was Snorlax here. Scooter was doing custom lobbies and she was one ashore. Oh no, nightmare! Fall Guys is an incredibly fun game. We can get Returning Goldenrod. I don't currently have my overlay made up for Return to tell me when to get it, so I will periodically check. Am I going to use Curse? I am not 100% sure yet. I'm definitely not ruling it out, but we might be able to get away with Defense Curl and Rollout. You might have bought all the Pokemon games you could buy, Mad. Well, that sounds exceptionally good to me. Can we learn Swift? We cannot. And just a reminder that backseat gaming really isn't appreciated on these runs. I like to try and figure things out by myself, because these runs are going to be made into videos. €100 for Pokemon Ruby? Jesus! I don't think I would ever spend €100 on a game, even if it's my favourite. Do I play other Nintendo games besides Pokemon? I play a lot of Nintendo games. I didn't mean to encounter him. Red, blue and yellow for over $500. Jesus Christ. Ooh, critical hit low kick there, but that's fine. We did defeat Hiker Anthony. I really don't like Anthony. I love the Stumble Guys. I love the Descending Fellas. It's such a good game. Defense Curl and Rollout is the strat in Generation 2 if you can learn it. Gonna pause the timer here for the HM friends. Nearly forgot to do that. Anytime tomorrow for an encounter. Here's a Psyduck. I did play Pokemon Stadium. I quite liked Pokemon Stadium. I am avoiding spoilers like the plague. I tried Defense Curl Rollout with Shuckle against Red at level 100, and I still struggled because I keep getting paralysed. So I really want to do a Shuckle run. But it is going to take a lot more strategizing. I do have a Switch, yes. In fact, it's right in front of me here. I'm playing on PC. I used to play on Switch. Paris, get in the ball, please. Enjoy your tea, Mad. I hope it's lovely for you. HM friends obtained. We can now have a little chat with Kurt. I will pause the timer in a moment to have a quick sip of drink because my voice really isn't holding out as well as I hoped it would. I'm not sure if I'll do a playthrough of Stadium on Switch, just because I'm so used to playing at 4 times speed, and Stadium is quite a slow game from what I remember. Welcome into Hayabusa. I hope you're doing well today. We've learned Defense Curl. I'm not feeling unwell, it's just my voice. I'm feeling a little bit better now. Now that I'm starting streaming, now that I'm in a run, I'm feeling a little bit more focused. I might just need to take a couple more breaks than normal today. Let's hope that this battle goes quite well. Oh, that was perfect. Grunt has been defeated. So that is first part of Team Rocket all done and dusted. Let's now take on the gym trainers. Didn't get poisoned off the Spinnerack. We have the potential to get confused by the Ladybird. But we don't get confused and we just knock it into space, really, don't we? You're string-shotting when I'm already slower than you. That isn't a wise move. We've got the Weedle, Kakuna and Beedrill player here. He really should have been a footballer with how quickly it heals. How am I getting past the rival Ghastly with Mudslap? I've not taught it yet because I've not been into the menu, but we will be teaching Mudslap. We've been poisoned, now is the time to go into the menu. I have an antidote just here for that, and we shall teach Mudslap. There we go, Sleep Alert Mudslap. Should really have healed in this menu as well. It can learn Mudslap. I thought it couldn't either, but when I was doing the overlay I saw it learnt it, which is why I've changed my routing. Oh, for goodness sake, we've been poisoned again. I should have put on the Poison Cure Berry. And that is what we call BS luck. So we'll put on the Poison Cure Berry. Have I ever considered doing Twitch? What do you mean? Snorlax, do you need to go to Specsavers? And now that I put on the berry, of course, we don't need it. Fury attack, Fury Cutter, I beg your pardon, has missed. He got 3 critical hits there. My route was ostensibly struggle and hope for the best. I think Bugsy's going to the Janine Jasmine School of Cheating there. Let's do our shot for now. So we've got some stuff from the shop. We'll drop down a save and we shall try rival number 2. Snorlax is incredibly bulky. I used to stream on Twitch and got like 3 viewers. Why did I Mudslap there? So over here on YouTube I get an awful lot more viewers, have an awful lot more fun. So I'm going to be sticking to YouTube for the most part. You tits, rival. The VOD for the second half of the stream will stay on the channel, but the VOD for Just the Battles will be deleted. Just because this is going to be a video at some point, I hope. I prefer YouTube streaming as well. I think it's a lot more relaxed here. I am on Twitch at Trainer Squidgy, if you would like to watch on Twitch. I streamed on Twitch for about 3 years before giving up in the end and moving to YouTube. YouTube does recommend streams to subscribers, which is very, very handy for someone like me who creates both pre-recorded and live content. And it also means everything's in the same place. And generally on YouTube, I find that people are able to discover when they're watching my videos. I promote Switch like once in a blue moon, so I'm not surprised you didn't know about it. I generally play Fall Guys over on Switch. I don't do any Pokemon content on Switch. We'll get the Super Potion there. Encounter my favourite Pokemon, and now we will move on. Welcome into NKA. I hope you're doing really well this morning or this afternoon. I can never quite remember what your time zone is. You live in Switzerland? Well, I hope you're having a lovely afternoon in Switzerland. A day off? Even better. I hope you had a great day off. It's always nice to have a day off in the middle of the week, isn't it? Well, I suppose it's the end of the week, but on a weekday it's always nice not working. I am going to play both. Both Scarlet and Violet. I'm not sure which one I'll do on stream, but I will be doing one of them on stream. All depends on what my friends are going to be playing. And Mudslap is actually useful in a run for once here, taking care of all of these Magnemites. I have no idea how well Snorlax is going to do, and I wouldn't want to speculate in case I'm wildly wrong and make a fool of myself. You know, I make a fool of myself enough in these videos. Especially with the Alakazam one, I can't believe I didn't think of Thunder Punch. Welcome in, Joe. I hope you're having a lovely morning and you're not being too overworked. Ah, good old Kenya. I might not be able to use Belly Drum as much as I would like. Sleep well, Enigma. Thank you for popping around. I'm hoping I'll be done in less than 2 hours. If I'm not, then something has gone terribly wrong. I am stealing this one as well, and wouldn't Kenya be a great Pokemon to run with in a main run? Just throwing that out there. Would people like to see a Kenya run? Salami Guy, questions like that I can't answer because I did the run a while ago, and I generally don't think about the run after I've done it. Well, I have good news for all of you Kenya people. Kenya's coming out tomorrow. So Kenya is coming out tomorrow at 8 PM GMT. I've got a... Oh, you bitch, Tangler. I know the time that Kenya has got, and it is going to be so hard to keep it quiet. Oh, there is one more thing we need to pick up around here before I forget. I knew there was a reason I bought extra repels. Get the rollout TM, there we go. I do occasionally call things a little bit stronger words than I would do in a video. I haven't sworn on stream in a very long time, which, you know, is a bonus for me. Anybody who used to watch me on Twitch knows that I am very, very fond of the odd F-bomb or 7. So cleaning up my language has been a little bit of a challenge. If you're anywhere on the west coast of the Americas, then it will be noon for you. I'm in two minds about Belly Drum. I'm not going to learn it because there is a glitch with Belly Drum. "4 AM in GMT +8, that is quite early in the morning. On streams, I'm a little bit more laid back. Why the frig am I going that way? We're going this way now. Also, I'm a little bit more scatterbrained on stream. We'll all have to find out in how many hours would it be? 30 hours? No. 28 hours. I can't do maths. I don't know what the learn set is going to be at the moment. I haven't planned that far ahead. And once again, just please do not backseats game. It does sort of take away the enjoyment of figuring out how to run a Pokémon. Your state is weird. You have your own time zone. "2:26 PM in the Netherlands. You're an hour ahead of me. We do get, because I'm in Western Europe, I generally tend to time things in the evening when a lot of people I know in real life are about. We'll pick up the ether here. And now we will have a little chat with Bill. And just while we're at the Pokemon Center, I'm going to pause the timer to take a cheeky little drink. There we go, I'm feeling a little bit better now. Mad is lurking, but Mad is also from the Netherlands as well. The lovely Madhavi, who drew the emotes for the channel membership here. Well, she drew them for Twitch initially. If it's 1528, you're definitely somewhere in Central Europe. You're going to get your Game Boys to shiny hunt. I hope you have a lot of fun shiny hunting. I do like a good bit of shiny hunting. One of my options for after stream here is going to be shiny hunting on Legends Arceus for a little bit. Just to wind down, it all depends on how quickly we do Snorlax. That is true. Afternoon streams in Singapore would be, or afternoon streams in the United Kingdom would be evening streams in Singapore, I beg your pardon. My words aren't quite working as well as they should be at the moment. Used an awful lot of words this morning, doing the Kenya voiceover. You're almost done building your PC? Absolutely magic. What is left to go? A Stingapore is what happens when a bee backs itself up into a spot. It's the best I've got. It's a really crap pun, but that really is the best I've got. Shiny hunting while watching streams is always a lot of fun. And we'll get hidden power. Would you look at that? It shows on screen now. I get an E for effort. I'd rather have an A for attempt myself. Welcome in, Umbreon. I hope you're doing well. You could hear the cogs whirring while I was trying to think of a pun there, couldn't you? I don't have a repel, and this is going to be annoying. There we go. So he shall lead with his Haunter. We are going to be slower than it, which means it swears at us. But hopefully we won't have too many issues. Just headbutt the Zubat into next week. And a critical hit, magic! Well, I hope you enjoy your food, Umbreon. The reflects didn't matter because we had a critical hit, and critical hits ignore all defensive buffs. Little bit of suboptimal menuing there, but it doesn't really matter. I would love a fresh drink. My drink is a little bit flat now. Had it open for about a day and it's gone very, very flat as my full fat Beps. We're going to take on all of the mediums in here. I know that we can skip this one, but we are part of the slow experience group, so we really need all the help we can get. Five PP, she's got 2 or 3 Pokemon, we should be fine here. I don't drink any hot drinks, I really don't like them. Which makes me a terrible Brit. Munchlax only in Heart Gold Soul Silver would be a very, very slow run, but probably very fun. Welcome in, Dev, I hope you're having a lovely, lovely day. We can't even buy repels here, bugger. Alright, we're going to get the Mint Berry. I think we're going to need it. It's going to be quite a slow multi-split to hopefully speed up splits a little bit later on. We'll take the top route. I just don't like hot drinks. And I know a lot of other people don't either, which is a bit weird of us. But you know, we can't all like the same things, otherwise the world would be incredibly boring. So we'll get the Mint Berry, and we shall teleport back to Ecruteak City. A Lucario run, you're going to be waiting a very long time, I've got to be honest. Because I haven't even started on Gen 4 overlays yet. I'm trying once without the Mint Berry, by the way. Just to see how terrible this is. Oh. That's fine, we didn't need the Mint Berry. I'm waiting for the program I use, GameHook, to be updated for the Nintendo DS games before I do Gen 4 content. That was incredibly lucky, wasn't it? Every so often I do get a great bit of luck, and it makes the run so much easier. We lost less time there than I was expecting. Lucario, if we started it as a Lucario, it would be in whatever a Gen 4 equivalent of Just the Battles I Do would be. But if we started as a Riolu, it would be a regular playthrough. So now we're going to get Strength. We'll teach Surf at the same time to our Psyduck. Pseudo-legendaries like Dragonite and Metagross. The same thing would apply. If we start with their base form, it would be past the regular series. If we start fully evolved, it would go into just the battles. This trainer gets on my nerves if I can't Oko the Growlithe. Metagross will be a while off yet because I still don't know Generation 3 well enough. Dragonite's probably early next year. Welcome in, Kisan. I hope you're having a lovely, lovely day. I hope I didn't wake you up with a notification. Gen 3's pacing is all over the place and it takes a lot of getting used to. I should call him Lance. I don't have my notepad next to me, but that, if I remember, is what Dragonite is going to be called. Oh, I already dread Roxanne. She's part of the reason why I don't like rooting Emerald. Let's hope we can brute force our way through this gym. Hitmonchan is more defensive than Hitmonlee, but can still punch us in the mouth. I think the plan is Fire Red, Leaf Green first. And it doesn't matter which Gen 3 game you play, you're always going to have a Rock-type leader first. It's our first flinch from Headbutt in the entire run. Lance is the liar with the flyers. Dragonite's just an accessory to lies. I thought Cranidos was Generation 4. Oh dear. It's Minceberry time. We're going to take being slower. What is Game Freak's obsession with putting Rock-type leaders as the first gym? Can he see that I have a Mintberry? If he can, that's cheating. Anyway, we get the Storm Badge in a decent time and we can now move on towards the Lake of Rage. They do think it's a rock-solid choice. Don't mind her, she's fat-shaming her husband. I do know that it literally translates to evil. Oh my god, a shiny Gyarados. One dead shiny Gyarados. Hey, liar. Let's see how well we do through the rocket segment. Gen 5's first gyms in both games are very brutal. To be fair, we fly too, so we can't really call Lance out on that. I reckon Lance is in cahoots with Team Rocket. I know, first try Shiny Gyarados, and then I knocked it out. A bit silly of me, wasn't it? Oh, there's always next run. Could get lucky again in the next run. You never know. I honestly cannot remember anything about the Gen 5 Elite Four, and that sounds like it could be a repressed memory. I've never read the manga, I've got to be honest with you. Gen 5 was fun. It had its foibles, like every generation, but it was definitely a fun generation. Yes, Nosepass is an incredibly difficult Pokemon to get past. And because it is a 4 times, or should I say it's a single type Pokemon, it doesn't have the 4 times weakness. So it's even harder to defeat. I quite liked the Gen 5 graphics. I preferred Gen 4, but Gen 5 still did look nice. I don't know why people have criticisms for people who don't like a game's graphics. You've got to look at the thing, so it needs to look at least eye-pleasing. Oh, bum. I forgot to speak to her. We'll just pause the timer for that human error. And back we go, back at the door. Gen 4's engine was very, very slow. Especially Diamond and Pearl. They did improve it a little bit for Platinum and the Gen 4 remakes. But it was still very slow. When I play Emerald, I generally just cry when I get to Roxanne and just turn the game off for ages. I'd disagree with X and Y not being good. I really liked those games. They just felt unfinished, like there was more business that they needed to do, but they never got the chance to do it. The surfing speed in Platinum is an awful lot better, and they did at least keep that fixed in BDSP. Critical hit, self-destruct, and it barely scratched our Snorlax there. I didn't get any of the punches. We probably don't need it. I have plans for Claire, and I have said a couple of times, please don't backseat game. Especially on runs like this where it's going to be a video. It does take a lot of the enjoyment out of it. Snorlax is not bad at all. You don't need to apologise. You might not have heard me say don't backseat game in the past, but you know for future, I'm sure you won't do it again. Welcome in, RJ. I hope you're doing well. I am going to take a break after Jasmine's gym because my voice has suddenly gone even worse. Goodness me. So after Jasmine's gym, I am going to get a throat sweet, I think, because I sound like I need one. What has happened to my voice? It wasn't this bad 2 minutes ago. Alright, so let's take on Jasmine. I've heard of Advance Wars, but I've never played it. I have real issues with my throat and my breathing system in general, so I quite often lose my voice. There we go, second attempt. And we get the call from Professor Elm. We'll do a little bit of housekeeping and then I will take a very short break. Grab a throat sweet and carry on. Hidden power is ground this time. It should be showing on screen, although I cannot verify that because I can't see my overlay at the moment. But we shall do the heal here, and we shall pause the timer. I wanted to put the current level on the overlay, but I couldn't find a nice place to fit it. Leave that with me though, and I will try something. But for now, I'm going to take a very quick break, and I shall be back momentarily. And in the words of RJ, we're back! The throat sweet acquired, and that seems to have done the trick for now. So we'll unpause the timer and we shall carry on. First thing we're going to do is check to see if we can get return. And the Carlos Power Plant is such a good track. Went to the wrong floor there. My body, and this is a little bit gross, but my body ostensibly produces too much phlegm. And occasionally it gets on top of me. So I hope you're not all grossed out by that. We can get Rest and Snore as TMs, so there's no point in learning them. However, I am going to swap back to the Quick Claw, because goodness me, we need it. It's been an issue for many, many years. It comes and goes in cycles. In winter, my voice generally gets a little bit worse. But then in summer, I should be fine again. I've not been able to go on my regular holiday since COVID either. A couple of times a year, I would go over to Cyprus in the Mediterranean Sea, and the fresh sea air where I stay there is generally very good for my breathing and voice. But I've not been able to go since 2019 now. Because if I contract COVID again, I am ostensibly buggered. Cyprus is lovely. And the food over in Cyprus is so nice. That's one of the things I really miss when I'm back in the United Kingdom. There's a little bistro that we go to when we're over in Cyprus, and it is so nice. Oh, I've got cravings for their food now. I shouldn't have mentioned it. So we've got the basement's key, which means that rival number 4 is just around the corner. Hot trainers on this floor. I am thinking about doing a move to the coast at some point next year. Although I'm not 100% sure yet. Because it would mean that I would have to contend with seagulls when I'm trying to do voiceover work. I like Snorlax as well. See, I say something nice about Snorlax and then it hurts itself in confusion. Yep, Snorlax for more than just leftovers. That was a very bad misclick. Somebody is outside the house. This is going to be a reset here, I can just feel it. Oh, 1 HP! We just about got through that one. We'll use a full heal here. Right, got to focus properly now. Nexor was taking his dogs out for a walk. I was like, what's going on out there? I don't know why I turned that switch on there. That's the complete wrong thing to do. You're supposed to do them 3, 2, 1, not 1, 2, 3. Snorlax makes up for only 65 defense by having more HP than pretty much any other Pokemon barring maybe the Chansey line. And I have bought Hyper Potions as a result of having so much HP. Normally I'd splurge on Super Potions, but today it's Hyper Potions. I want to say we're roughly about halfway through this run now. Welcome in, Walden. I hope you're having a lovely morning. Those throat sweets seem to have done the trick. Stab return, I know. It's glorious. I think it's impossible for another Pokemon to have a higher HP stat than Blissey. I think Blissey might have 255. I know the cost of living crisis got to Pokemon in Generation 7, reducing Hyper Potions down to 120. But they did increase super potions, up from 50 to 60. TM35, which I believe is Sleep Talk there. And now we can dig out of here. Get on the bike. We have more than enough power points. To get through the rest of the radio tower. If I can avoid a heal with the radio tower, then it's a really, really good time save. My favourite Pokemon is Alolan Rattata. I absolutely adore the Alolan Rat. I love all rodents, but Alolan Rattata especially. I reckon they quite like the hole in the department store because they can chuck riffraff into it. Jesus, only level 42 here. The base speed isn't the only thing that's slow. Experience group is as well. And now we've got the director chatting all kinds of crap for a bit. It is starting to show just a little bit, but we'll make the best of it. I am not looking forward to doing a Blissey run, I've got to be honest with you. We get the radio card. And we can now make our way towards Mahogany Town and Blackthorn City. Stick on a repel here, we'll avoid this spinner like that, magic. Pick up the elixir here, and we can carry on. I will deal with friendship evos by just letting them happen as they naturally happen. If that makes sense. I will probably know when the evolution is going to happen because I can see the game's data. But we will just let it happen naturally. Psyduck is one of very few Pokemon who can learn all four of Surf Strength, Waterfall and Whirlpool. It's the dangerous parts of the ice path done. Going to skip the Never Melt Ice because we aren't running an Ice type move this time. In line with the stairs to get to rest. Physical only Abra sounds like absolute hell and I'm sort of down for it. Not in the near future. I have a fully ram-jammed schedule now until the end of the year. But physical only Abra sounds like a very fun stream. Bidoof should be proud of Psyduck. Psyduck paved the way for Bidoof to be a very, very good HM friend in Generation 4. It would be a very, very long stream. I'd have to sort of clear out 8 hours for that one, which I have no problem doing. I just need somebody to order me lunch in the middle of it. Our slow speed stat is going to really bite us in the bum here. Body Slam we're going to reject. because we really need the ground move for later on. We don't outspeed the Dragonair, which is a bad, bad sign. They cheat in Blackthorn Gym. That's actually just boiling orange soda. Right, get ready to have a lot of RNG luck or bad luck in this battle. We're going to be paralysed for this battle, unfortunately. I'm hoping we're tanky enough. Looks like we are. Perfect. Oh, it is just a bubble machine. It's actually just a bunch of horsey farting in there. If Red had Return on Snorlax, it would be perfect for our runs anyway. Because in Generation 2, all AI Pokemon have minimum friendship. Welcome in, Cody. I hope you're having a lovely day. We are doing Snorlax. I got all my work done this morning, so I have the time to record and edit this for the Just the Battles on Thursday next week. $58.57 is not a bad time at all, seeing as we are such a slow Pokemon here. Horsey farts the orange soda. What? Please don't take that out of context. Sometimes I should just think before I speak, shouldn't I? We're going to try and battle quite a lot of these trainers here. I think it would be beneficial for us. We need the experience, goodness me. Didn't mean to hidden power there, but that is fine. I'm going to take a tiny time loss here. And go and do a cheeky little heal for PP purposes. And we will take on some of these trainers on the way back. We'll just backtrack ever so slightly. Repel is still in effect. Welcome in, Peter. I'm not going to say your full name for obvious reasons. But I'm assuming you watched a certain TV program in the mid-2000s. Our speed fell. We're already slow, Starmie. Level 46 should be fine. Snorlax is very, very adorable. He's like the in-between stage of an Ursaring and a Beware. Parasect's incredibly flammable, but we don't have a fire-type move this time. I quite like Pangoro. Definitely not a bad Pokemon. If there is a Beanbag Snorlax, as soon as I can save up some money, I am getting that straight away. So you propel on, we'll drop down save state because we've not done one of those since Claire. How do I not have the Beanbag Snorlax in my life yet? I feel like my life is suddenly incomplete. I am going to be playing Scarlet and Violet when they come out. Not sure which version I'm going to be playing on YouTube yet. A lot of it depends on what my friends are going to be playing. How big is absolutely enormous? $500 for a Mareep? I love Mareep, but I'm not paying that much for one. The next thing on my shopping list is the Pokemon Waffle Maker. That's Denim recommended. Terrados, keep it clean. We say thank you to our HM friends, that has completely thrown me there. Kenya, Albert, Psyduck and Paris. We'll buy 4 full restores, not 5. Now let's take a look at the stats in the Pokemon League. 232 HP, we're level 48. Pink Bow with Return, Amnesia, Defense Curl and Earthquake. Attack 137, that's quite big. 96 and 97 for defense and special attack, 140 for special defense, and 64 for speed. Not saying what units they're in, but let's now take on Will. Ah, right. Hello, Jinx. Oh, you bitch. And the Spadef drop. Jinx, you're a rotten cow in tire. Haha, Quick Claw. Oh, piss. I like waffles. I like Pokemon. I like Pokemon waffles. Should probably put the Quick Claw on. Oh, she Psychics this time. That's fine. Get in the bin, Jinx. This is where our low speed stat is starting to really, really show. A level 49 and a lot of damage taken there. Oh, we have full restores, don't we, Doy? I'm just going to pause while I sort out my bag. I generally do this off camera in our regular runs. But when I sort them out, I always pause. Right, you all go there. We'll put you up there. We'll put you up there. I want to give a Poison Cure Berry. I will unpause while I give the Poison Cure Berry. Right, Bag all sorted. We will use the iron and that. There we go. All sorted. I forgot to split for Will, so that's going to be a very long split. That sounds like a very good idea, Salami Guy. Please don't go boom. Thank you. We're faster than muck, Jesus. Aha, Toxic didn't hit. Didn't need that Poison Cure Berry in the end. Oh yes, we did. Ha. Up yours, Koga. That's the beauty of when you have a PC, you're able to do these runs. This is going to be a little bit bad, isn't it? So we'll stick the Quick Claw on. Although I do have a plan. We'll use a few defense kells. That is the plan. We have the TM for rollout, so we're not going to learn it that way. I generally don't pause because I don't think about it at the time. I'm pretty good at getting consistent with reading things out at the same speed. Welcome in, PK Trainer Fardy. Thank you for the compliments about my Tyranitar video. Yeah, we'll just max Elixir here at this point. With sand attacks, we'll give it a go anyway. And we've been sworn at. Right, Earthquake hits please, thank you. Magic. We don't have the curse available to us right now. I should have healed before Lance really, shouldn't I? There we go. So we'll see how we get on with Lance at our current level and our current learn set. Big Munchlax is not doing badly at all. I will get back to chat in just a moment. We're going to have to throw the dice here, I think, for this. And we got very unlucky there. We'll try once more, and then I will potentially have to swap my learn set ever so slightly, but I'm not sure what I want to get rid of. Well, that was a little bit crap, wasn't it? We do have the Paralysed Cure Berry, which I shall give. Try it with the Paralysed Cure Berry, and then I might have to get rid of Defense Kell temporarily. Pterodos, please don't backseat game. If you use a Safeguard, we're fine. We can get a defense curl TM. I'm not 100% sure rollout is going to be the strat, but we will give it a go. I don't want to get rid of Amnesia, which is why I've got rid of defense curl, even though we would get the buff. That's fine then, Tarados. It's the solution I was going for in my head. Try the Quick Claw. I knew Lance would be a bit of a wall. Oh, bugger, I forgot to put on rollout again. Or should I say I forgot to save. We can get defense curl, this is fine. Get a critical hit against the Gyarados. This could be a little bit of a wall, you know. We're relying on Quick Claw and Thunder Wave misses. We got Quick Claw and Thunder Wave misses there. And we missed ourselves. And we missed again. I have really bad RNG luck. We have a 1 in 4 chance of rollout missing. Or not rollout missing, Thunder Wave missing. We haven't had it yet in this run, I don't think. If I lose, then I have to restart the run. A whiteout would be classed as a loss. Rollout is 90% accurate. It doesn't feel it. And we missed again. I've accidentally created a save state there. We are not having a good time against Lance here. This is where our low speed is really starting to show. Right, we have one Dragonite to get through. And we didn't. Welcome in, Dr. Piccolo. We are not having a good time of it. Right, we've taken out Dragonite number 1. We're paralysed and we're fully paralysed. This is going to be the quickest way, just throwing the dice. I should really not use return on the first turn. He really is a liar. If we get Quick Claw, then we've won, but we don't. Pause the timer, for flaming hell's sake. I know they really do need to do something about these bots. They are very, very frustrating. We just need to not be paralysed here. Bad damage rolls. And he gets an Omni boost. There we go. Hopefully that'll be the last we have to worry about the speed for a little while. They were kind of silly, but it worked out for us in the end. Right, we are at the end credits. So we are going to take a very, very short break. I shall be back by about past. And thank you all so much for your patience there. We are ready to carry on with Kanto. We'll get the SS ticket, and we will also get the Master Ball here. And now we shall cycle over to Cherry Grove City to retrieve our HM friends. And my favourite game in general probably isn't Pokemon Crystal, but it's my favourite one to work with, if that makes sense. It's definitely my favourite one to challenge run. Now I've got to remember where Defense Curl is. It's not there. Could be going on a wild goose chase here, but I think it's here. Yes, TM40. That TM catches me out so often. Elm isn't on the internet, unfortunately. Crystal does have an awful lot of quirks. No Remoraid either. That was a bad decision. Although it does have a lot of quality of life upgrades. Like being told where you are, because I get lost very easily even now. Hoping that I dipped into the Pokemon Center here. Yes, I did. Especially for the hard weather on the animated sprites are very, very good. He just has the Pokemon running freely. That's why you don't see his upstairs. It's just a Pokemon sanctuary. That was a huge improvement from Generation 1 and one of the reasons why I don't like playing Generation 1. I hate having to go into the bag to use field moves. There's a full heal there. Why am I doing things all out of order today? It's been a very long day, but I wouldn't have it any other way. I doubt we're going to use Psychic, but it is on the learn set, so we're going to pick it up. The bike voucher candy. We'll get the Curse TM just in case we need it. I was going to say basement, but I changed my mind. I don't know why. I've got so much stuff to remember in Celadon City. Snorlax was stronger in Gen 1 because of its combined physical and special. Not physical and special, special attack and special defense. I'm so used to saying physical and special together. Oh god, we're back on the horsies. Crystal is a very, very good Pokemon game. I love Victory Bell. When I played through Let's Go for the first time, Victory Bell was on my team, and they became one of my favourite Pokemon in that run. There's no need to apologise. You know quite often that the streams go a little bit haywire, don't they? Crit Raise Leaf every time, Jesus. Do you mind, Execute? You're not very cute, are you? Snorlax? Snorlax. Thank you. Have a lovely, lovely time at music rehearsal, Salami Guy. Thank you for popping in. I did the same, but on Persian. I rode around on Persian so much. Right, time to go to the power plant. I can never remember what this trainer has. Persian is a very, very strong Pokemon. I have a pair of Persian on my Let's Go, which are just for grinding the gyms in the Elite Four to get money. I've not done an Arbok run yet, no. All the runs that I've done that are publicly available are on the playlists. You had Let's Go Pikachu, so you had to show 5 Meowths to the woman in Vermilion. Oof. Meowth was in such a weird place in Let's Go. I'm sure I will eventually get round to Arbok, but I do have a schedule that I have months planned months in advance. And the only way to usurp the schedule is by being a very high-level member or a very high-level patron. And then you get to request a run. I will do it. The next Pokemon is coming out tomorrow, and it is Kenya. Kenya the Spearow. Well, she becomes a Fearow. He becomes a Fearow. Welcome in, Sam Russian. I hope you're not rushing here. Sorry, that was a terrible pun. Please don't leave. You kept making its noise. I can believe it. Yes, I can. Kenya is not to be missed. It's such a fun run. No, Kenya won't be my first flying type run. I did Dodrio back in August, I believe. Or maybe September. The months have melded into one. But Dodrio got a very good time when I ran with them. Has anyone got a prediction for the exact time for Kenya? Because I'm curious to see how well people think he will do. Drill Peck is a very, very good flying type move. One hour and 50 minutes. 10 minutes slower than Dodrio is your prediction. Fearow is very, very much a glass cannon. You're correct there, Terrados. 2 hours. I can tell you that Kenya is very much under 2 hours. I'm not going to spoil anything more than that. But Kenya got under 2 hours and is in the top 10. That's the wrong city. Don't go into the Pokemon Center. My Kenya is not getting the experience boost. Kenya is being run exactly like any other Pokemon, so I will get them as a starter from Professor Elm. Just because otherwise it would be hideously unfair. I'm sick of being confused. I should have picked up a Minceberry somewhere. Not a Mintberry, the other one. Starmie Sprite is gorgeous. I love Starmie in general, though. It probably wouldn't listen for the first part, which is one of the reasons why I decided just use a regular starter. 133? We'll have to see tomorrow. That would be a very fun run to do on stream. Just see me get more and more frustrated. Shiny Starmie is gorgeous. Bitterberry, thank you. Come on, look the other way. There. There we go. Welcome in, Rumis. I hope you're doing well. They do also get Thunderbolt. You're sleepy. I know the feeling. Brain woke me up at 5 to 6 this morning. Why, Mr. Mime? Why would you reflect? Oh, that's fine. It didn't even matter. Marsh badge acquired. They did change all of the berry names in Gen 3 just to confuse us all. Do you mind, Magnemite dude? There we go. You know what, I'm going to pick up this Paralyzed Cure Berry just in case. Welcome in, Little Tots, and welcome in... Why did I say welcome in? Choo Choo to Kanebi. Yes, that's exactly what it was like this morning. 1.5 hours? It definitely was around about 1.5 hours. Because that's what you need to be in the top 10 these days. Electrode is a very fast Pokemon. Felix probably wouldn't do well in a run because there are too many water types. Have I ever run with a Claydol in Gen 3? I don't think I have, you know. And it's not even because I dislike Claydol, I think it's quite a nice design. I've just never found one to be accessible. Boo for the fireworks at 3 AM, that's rude, isn't it? Master Ball's in one of these pockets, there we go. Yep, the Desert Inn Route 111 does have Claydol, but by that point, or Baltai I should say, but by that point generally you've got a full team. Magneton is a very, very good Pokemon. I wish I could have done better with Magneton in Generation 2. But having Thundershock was not great in the league. Fireworks were just on the 5th of November around here as well, but it didn't happen that way. I don't know why, but I'm fairly certain that every point, around about when we get to Brock, every stream, Magnemite comes up and we talk about how he's available in New Moorville. I think he can get Magnet Pull or Sturdy, can't he? I don't think he gets Levitate. Magnet Pull's good if you're shiny hunting steel Pokemon, and that's about it. Because I am not really into competitive battling, so I don't know if there's something in the metagame. I will eventually do Magmortar and Electivire when Gamehook is updated for Generation 4. Modern Sturdy is decent, although it's very annoying in Horde battles. It's time to feel sorry for Janine. Welcome in, Henbane. Snorlax has been tricky in places, shall we say. But we are making the best of it. We're not on the worst time in the world, especially considering that we have a speed of 30. I think it was Black and White 2 that they added the option to renew repels, but I could be wrong there. I'm sure somebody with more in-depth knowledge than I would be able to confirm that. Right, I am pausing the timer for a moment because we are coming towards the end of this run and I have a poll that I want to create. Right, I have some more time that I can stream, but they are the 4 options. I'll leave it running until we beat Red, but for now we're going to unpause the timer, and we are going to give Blue a go. Very surprised Redone didn't use Sandstorm there. Rain Dance is fine. Critical hit. Oh, we've been leech seeded. There we go, magic. First time Blue. I can't do a Kenya run, it's being released tomorrow, it's already been recorded. That is a very good bit of psychic thinking though, Game Hub. I have done my own run with Parasect in my own time, and honestly it was painful. I probably don't have the time for a long run. Got about 2.5 hours left that I can stream. Why am I not teleporting back? What is wrong with me? Please don't answer that. I have my legendary runs planned out. And we're going to be doing those on stream from later this month. So we're going to try with our current level now and our current learn set, but I doubt we're going to go far. We did get a quick claw against Pikachu, which is good. Right, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put the leftovers on. Oh, we did outspeed. We're not holding the... We were holding the Quick Claw, Doi. This is just farming for information at the moment. Gonna try with a few different strategies. And please do not backseat game. Level 63, we'll give it a go here. I didn't mean to use Amnesia for a full time there. Our stats experience must be why we are outspeeding Snorlax. Nasty critical hit from Charizard there. I didn't mean to select rollout. But it doesn't matter, we've got the win. What a janky ending, eh? Right, so it's looking like people want another run. But of course, before we do the next run, we have something to do. Blastoise whilst throwing. I did use Amnesia, yes. That was why I kept it from the very beginning of the game. And thank you, Kenya, you've been a great help. I can't wait to see you again tomorrow, even though I've already done the run. $141.25 is a very good time for Snorlax. I don't have an overlay made for Gramble. That is an overlay I'm going to be making in the next couple of days because I really want to do a Gramble run. So I'm just going to swap back to the thumbnail for a moment. I don't have an overlay for Donphan. How do we feel about doing a rerun of this Pokemon? Wigglytuff's going to take too long because we have to get up to level 10, which level 9 would struggle. You're going on lunch? Well, I hope you enjoy your lunch, and I hope you're having a nice work day. Gramble will be coming up at some point soon. I really like the Snubble and Gramble line, and it has really high stats for attack, especially. EVs I'm not going to do right now because I'm still in the planning process for the video. I think we'll settle on Stantler. Just because I have everything set up already. 4 PM lunch, most people are finishing now. I hope you have an early finish as well. Welcome in, Denim. I was talking about you earlier. How are you and how's your waffle maker? Just before I take a very quick break, I'm going to try dragging this in. This is my current schedule to the end of the year. I've not got one yet, but I am going to Manchester as soon as the trains run on a bloody weekend. So this is my provisional schedule till the end of the year. So as you can see, I am being very cliche and doing both Delibird and Sneasel. It's Christmas. The 3 starters are starting on Tuesday, if I can get Meganium recorded. Noctowl should be fun. Excuse me. I want to come to Manchester quite soon. So let's now hide that away. I shall take a very short break. I need to update stream info. So I will be back in about 5 or 6 minutes at the very most. And in the words of RJ, we are back. Hopefully the stream info has updated and the thumbnail has updated too. We've got another run to do. This time it is Stantler. I've called it Rudy because I couldn't think of anything else. We have 23 HP, we are level 30, we're not level 35, we are level 5. 16 in attack, 11 in defense, 14 in special attack, 12 in special defense and 14 in speed. I have roughly 2.5 hours before I have to end stream. So, let's go. As always, we'll have a little look at the first ever battle that we do with this Pokemon. 2 shots on a rat, perfect. Feeling warmed up after the Snorlax run now. We're going to battle anything that isn't a Hoothoot, because we are a physical attacker, and Hootoots knows Growl. Why did it say 2 times Celebi with just the battles? Because I presumably copied and pasted it without actually thinking about what I wanted to put there. I don't wear glasses anymore, no. I should wear glasses, but I don't. Mostly because my big fat bum sat on them and broke them. Put it bluntly, please don't poison me, Spinarak. I would quite like to see either a Zubat or a Poliwag. There's a Zubat. Can drink us all it likes. Poliwag would be great for the experience. We definitely don't want to battle Hoothoot, it's too slow. And the reason we do the grinding here is because it's quicker to get the free heal from Professor Elm. Professor Elm's friend, Mr. Pokémon, Jesus. Welcome in, Ken Gamer, I hope you're doing well. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to put in that second Celebi slot. We are doing a run with Stantler. We had a run done a few months ago and I want to get a better time, although I've not seen a single Poliwag yet. I really like Celebi as well, although being Psychic Grass is not going to have a good time. Just going to relent and battle a Hoothoot at this point. got a few fire types coming up, which isn't the best. Fire is very, very weak in Johto. There we go, we're level 7. We can pick up the potion, pick up the poison cure berry, and move on with our lives. Oh, Celebi's learn set is terrible. I had a look at it yesterday. What I'm gleaning from the chats here is that fire just isn't really a good type in general. Pick up the... Oh, we already picked up the berry. Doi. Alright. Oh, we get an encounter here. It's very rare that happens. I've done it again. There we go. Triple question mark is what his actual name is. Does fire resist fairy? I can never remember fairy's type matchups. The physical special split and the difference in TMs is going to be so confusing when I start doing later gens. I like the fairy type, but it isn't half confusing. What is everybody's favourite type if they had to pick one? Fairy Grass would have been amazing for little old Celebi. Ghost type, we've got a Fairy coming in. Poison or Psychic. Steel type, very good type. Dragon, an amazing type for obvious reasons. Ice, I love the ice type. And what's everyone's least favourite type as well? So my least favourite type is fighting, just because I've never really found a use for it. Ice in the right hands can be very, very strong. I like bug Pokémon. But they aren't particularly strong, especially in earlier generations. But my Wormadam did sweep Cynthia in BDSP. Oh yes, Poison Point is a pain in the bum. A lot of people dislike the grass type. Trash Cloak Wormadam is so strong. That's the Wormadam I always run. Yeah, we'll try Sprout Tower. Might be a mistake, but we'll give it a go. Of course, the fun of using Gen 2 Tackle is we miss roughly 1 in every 20 turns. Normal is a very strong type, especially in earlier generations like Generation 2. Ghastly, piss off. Hyper Beam and Gem 1 is OP. Is that because if you knock out, am I right in thinking you don't have to recharge? I know that you meant fairy thin the numbers, but I just like the idea of Miltank thinning out the number of normal type Pokemon. I want to do another Miltank rerun, but I can't justify it. I've run Miltank 4 times in the last 3 months. I am so used to using Dig out of there. Fighting is kinda meh, I completely agree there. Tyranitar, interesting Pokemon. I'm not sure what type it should be. But that 4 times weakness to fighting really did let it down. Hello to Archie the Parrot. I hope he's having a lovely day and not attacking your keyboard for once. Snorlax and Stantler are great Pokemon, but I absolutely despise Chansey with a burning passion. And that is all because of Let's Go. I think my reindeer here needs to go to Specsavers. Yes, but Shiny Chansey looks like she needs a wash. And Shiny Chansey comes up so often in Let's Go. Oh god, Hisuian Tyranitar would be quite scary. There's an Onix there, very weak Pokemon, but we're still not going to take it on. Chansey and Blissey will both be incredibly slow runs because they're low attacking stats. I have seen probably about 25 shiny Chansey in Let's Go, because they spawn on the overworld. According to the overlay, yes, Stantler can learn Psychic TM29. Blissey will just have to punch things in the mouth. I have an electrician coming this time next week. However, I will hope to stream some Scarlet and Violet not too soon after its release. And happy Friday to you, Eternal. It is almost the weekend. I'd like to see something other than an oddish, please. Preferably a duck or a mushroom. This is why we pause when catching our HM friends these days. There we go, we've got a Psyduck. Paris is a 5% encounter. Hang on. We are back at 4 AM. That's not right. There we go. We are back on track. It's like we shouldn't be seeing Caterpie. Just waiting for one Paris to show it. There we go. Just need to complain about it, that's all. HM friends acquired, we can carry on with the run now. It's very rare to get an encounter in the Slowpoke well. Got one just then, though. And another. Didn't get poisoned from the Spinarak yet again, which is marvellous. And we will knock out the Ledibur. I'm going to update the learn set right now, not that we need it for this particular battle. But it's good to do it when I remember. And of course we get poisoned on the last Pokemon in the gym. It's Bugsy time. I am going to be having a very relaxing evening after this run. I don't have any more work to do now until tomorrow morning. I'm going to be playing Chikorita on my own, ready for Tuesday's run. Very, very nice rival 2 there. I do about 70 hours a week on the channel, so I don't get too much time to relax. But I do get some, and some is all I need, really. We shall use another repel before doing anything else. Pick up the ether here. Pick up Scott's ether just here. And we can move on out to the forest. Generally this trainer is a very easy one to battle and gives you some decent experience. Oh, I know, the movement was perfect, wasn't it? Didn't get any concussion at all there. One of these days, I will not get an encounter in that patch of grass. That day is not today. If Farfetch'd was in Pal World, that would already be a thing. A lot of people don't know about that potion at the daycare. It's quite a nice one to pick up. Galarian Farfetch'd does evolve into Sirfetch'd, I do believe. Some very weird requirements for evolution. Three critical hits in one battle. Oof. At least in Generation 8, when you hatch shiny Pokémon, they actually sparkle on the hatching screen. It's probably the least efficient way I've ever done that. It's fine, we move on. Don't think we'll need the Quick Claw this run. Oh, there's a Psyduck. Could have used you a little bit earlier. Early return. Apologies if the graphics went off screen for a while. I don't know how long they've been off screen. Hopefully not too long. Rollout miss is a very good sign. On a very good pace as well here with Stantler. Let's try and keep it up. Welcome back, Kenobi. I hope you've had a lovely hot chocolate there. Did I use the repel there? No, I didn't. There we go. Should be able to stomp the Lickitung in a couple of hits. There we go. I hate the movement walking around the Lake of Rage. But we need hidden power once more. Because Mudslap just is not going to do it for us. I think it was because of Gyarados in general. I think they were so angry at the Gyarados being there, they called it the Lake of Rage. That could also be true. Lancelot could have a lot to do with its name. For a redo, I have no problem at all using hidden power and exploiting it. I reckon they don't need to steal them, they just like stealing them. In a main run, I'll try and avoid using hidden power, unless I absolutely have to. Or at least I'll try and avoid using hidden power in multiple consecutive runs. So it does get quite boring. So many Johto Pokemon do have Evos now, and it is about bloody time, isn't it? Welcome in, Kara. It was very much about time that Generation 2 got the love that Generation 1 saw back in Generation 4. I hope you're doing well today, Kara. Apologies if my voice isn't quite how it normally would be. We did wreck those kimono girls. Keep it clean if you're saying what I think you're saying. I hope you're not. Well, I don't know if I hope you're not. It depends on what you're saying, I suppose. I do pre-generate, that's why you don't see me get the Pokémon. So I select the hidden power type before I do the run. That way it's ultimately fairer if I am going to be using hidden power. Because Scott pointed out to me that it's quite unfair on a lot of Pokemon. I meant to put the mint berry on. It's quite unfair on a lot of Pokemon to not pre-generate their hidden power stat and then compare them against each other. Region locked Evos are really bad. I sort of wish the Evos are carried through. Of course, when we equip the mint berry, we don't need it. Fog Badge acquired, 3202, not a terrible time. But we've got to move on. Easy peasy, once he doesn't send us to sleep. Chuckle Run, not for a very long time, I need to improve my skills. I don't feel I could do Shuckle justice at the moment. Now it's time to get strength from the man in the cafe. We'll headbutt away this nasty Noctowl, who is a very bulky Pokemon, and I cannot wait to run later in the month. Gonna skip the Bird Keeper because he has a lot of low-level Pidgey. I'm gonna move on to Gentleman Preston. Headbutt away the Marill, and defeat Last Connie. Sky Attack at level 27, Jesus! Shuckle Run will be ridiculous. I sort of want to do a Shuckle Run, but I'm not good enough yet. Why did Sky Attack make it worse? I'm curious. Not that I'm doubting you. That's fair. A lot of flying types would be an awful lot better if they had Drill Peck. Oof. Surviving on one. We are going to go back to the Pokemon Center quick, sharp, and in a hurry. Aerial Ace is a fantastic move. That is true, especially Noctowl. Noctowl is incredibly special orientated. Easy, easy chuck fight. I forgot to put a repel on. Ancient Power is the only rock-type move that I can think of that's special off the top of my head. We do have Lance the Lie with the Flyers. And he's gone off somewhere. Let's try and track him down and tell him off for his lies. And tell him off for murder as well. Normal types do have the best learn set variety, that is true. I need to very quickly do that. Power Gem, yes. I remember that move. I can't remember anyone who uses it though. Diamond Storm, is that a Legendary's signature move? Fighting was terrible in Gen 2, let's be honest. Diance's signature move. Diance's the one that looks like it could have been an evolution of Carbink, isn't it? I'm not too familiar with kind of Gen 4 and above legendaries. It's just a special Carbink. Oh, I didn't know there was a whole film about it either. I don't think I've ever watched any Pokemon film, I've got to be honest. I've not really watched the anime either. They can all speak. Do they speak like English or do they telepathically communicate? That is true. If it doesn't have a mouth, it struggles to talk. Welcome in, Johnny Rankin. I will keep everything crossed for you for the interview. I hope it goes incredibly well. Nice having a Pokemon that has a little bit of speed behind it. after running Snorlax earlier. Easy, easy price battle. Glacier badge obtained. It's time to move on to Jasmine. Played it safe there, but that did seem to work out. And we get Jasmine's badge. Pick up the 2 Rare Candies. We will teleport back to Goldenrod City. And as we always do, after 7 badges, we're going to take a very short break. So I see you all in about 2 to 3 minutes' time. And in the words of RJ, we're back. Ready to take on the final part of Johto. First thing we've got to do is the Rocket Tower. Bryce did look like he was given the cold shoulder, didn't he? Trouble with running Headbutt is we are going to be very low in the PP department at times. Especially for the radio tower, so I'm going to have to sort of improvise at bits and pieces. But we definitely need hidden power here. We can use hidden power against coughing as well. Can use this against the Grimer. Can't use it against the Zubat. Can use it against the Rat. And now we have 8 Porygons to contend with. Porygon has gone itself. Scientist Rich is down. Let's try the Rocket Admin here. It's kind of what I was fearful of. Ooh, critical hit, not nice. This is going to be tight. Ooh, just about scrapes through that battle. And we're confused, which isn't great. A single turn confusion, though, I can deal with that. Probably going to get rid of Headbutt somewhere in this segment here. And replace it with Return. Because Return should now be doing ever so slightly more damage than Headbutt. If someone's able to, can you just confirm that Return is happiness divided by 2.5 in Generation 2? Or have I got my maths completely wrong? We have the Bumhead Fireduck out for another time. And the last Pokemon is Coughing. Coughing goes down, we grow to level 40, and we're not going to learn Takedown. Because Takedown is a recoil move, and I don't like recoil moves. There we go. Better movement this time. Final pass of the radio tower coming up. Not quite strong enough to OHKO the Golbats, which is a little bit worrying for Claire's Dragonair, but we shall see what we can do a little bit later on with Claire. Didn't get paralysed off the Vileplume, that just leaves the Murkrow left. We OHKO the Murkrow and we have defeated the Rocket Executive. Let's use a Super Potion there. Enjoy your dinner, Denim, and I hope to see you around tomorrow. We're actually on a very, very good pace here. Arturo, I'm not that fluent in Spanish, but I think you're asking what level to evolve a Pikachu in a solo run. I have had my dinner, I just had some chipped sandwiches today. Might have something else later on, I'm not quite decided yet. I would have to have a look, Arturo, at what level Pikachu learns certain moves. I wouldn't know off the top of my head because I don't know Pikachu's learn set too well. But leave it with me and I will have a look and in my next break that I take and give you a recommendation. So I do have Pikachu's learn set available to me. I'm just not 100% sure what would be the optimal level yet. No gravy for me. Not a big fan of gravy, I've got to be honest. Oh, bum. Gonna pause the timer. I accidentally misclicked on that stone. I've not done that for a while, so I was overdue. Miss-whacking that stone there. We were there. Oh, the timer didn't pause. Never mind. We're not running an Ice-type move this time, so we're not going to pick up the Never Melt Ice. However, we will pick up Rest just in case we need it. Pick up the Iron. Pick up the Protein. And get an encounter with a Delibird. Goodness me, I don't want to do Delibird, but I'm doing it at Christmas. Get the PP up. And get out of there. Do a heal here at the Pokémon Center. Give Rudy the pink bow. Give Rudy the iron and protein. And we might as well use the PP up on return there. There is a trainer we can use as a litmus test for the Claire fights in this gym. We'll be doing that optional trainer just to see how we'll get on with Claire's Dragonair. This person, I think, has a Horsey and a Seadra. Shouldn't be too much of a threat. And here is said trainer, so we'll make sure we are at full health, which we are, and we'll give him a go. We O-code, which is really good. That should mean we should be fine for Claire's Dragonair. Should be. We might not be, but we shall see. Unfortunately, there might not be a way to see the Snorlax gameplay. You can rewind, but because it's going into a video on Thursday next week, I am going to be removing it from the VOD. Easy, easy Claire battle. The highlights will be up on Thursday next week for Snorlax. So if you don't manage to catch it all before it gets edited down, then you will be able to see it next week, and I will put the VOD back up at some point. Rising badge in a time of 58 minutes and 6 seconds. It's very rare to get under an hour for the Rising badge, so we are on a phenomenal pace, especially for a live stream. I enjoy them too, but it's really difficult to tell a story with some of the overpowered Pokémon. Something like Snorlax, it's just slow and has high base stats. I can't tell a good story in a full edit. That's why I try and do 2 regular videos a week, and one just a battle every week or so. I like to have a healthy mix of storytelling and just battling. She just have a Rapidash I can never remember. She does. Level 47, not the highest level we've ever been to the league at, but we will give it a go. I'd kind of like to be level 50 at this point, but Stantler must be part of the slow experience group. I was a little bit disappointed with Snorlax because of how low its low speed just really made Red a very difficult fight. But overall we did still get a good time, I would say. And talking of good time, we're on a very, very good time for the Pokémon League here. That is the final rival battle all done and dusted. Let's go and heal up our Pokémon. We'll say thank you to our HM friends. We'll say thank you to Kenya, to Abra, to Psyduck, and to Paris. You've all been a great help in the Johto region. Get some well-deserved rest, and we'll see you all in Kanto. Fulfill restores. I really like that people find my videos relaxing. Gonna pause the timer just while I organise my bag. I think that's fine. And now we will take a look at Rudy's stats. We are level 47, just shy of 48. We have 146 HP. We're holding the pink bow. Our moves are Return, Leer, Hypnosis, and Earthquake. Our attack is 122, Defense 92, Special Attack 114, Special Defense 95, and Speed also 114. Let's now go into the league and start with Will. Redone, we will have to see in the new year. There we go, we've grown to level 48 as the Jinx comes out. We knock her out, and we're on to Executor. Executor is quite bulky. We took a couple of shots. Let's try Koga. Redone got better in later generations, but still not great. Oh, bugger. Critical hit explosion, you've got to be kidding me. Can't believe he got a critical hit explosion. Okos on those are good. Gonna take some damage from Mach Punch. Oh, bum. Misclicked there. Don't wake up, thank you. It's fine, we are through this battle with great ease compared to what we could have been. Karen's next. Critical hit on the Umbreon was perfect. Not on the Umbreon, on the Vileplume, I beg your pardon. Gonna try with the Paralyzed Cure Berry first of all. Welcome in, Georgios. Georgios, I beg your pardon. How is Greece this evening? I think we're just going to have to roll the dice here. Yeah. Genuinely cannot remember the last time Lance missed a Thunder Wave. Just there. Oh, critical hit in the worst possible moment we've lost this battle. So we'll knock out the Gyarados. Aerodactyl does have poor defense, fortunately. Critical hit on that one. Oh, bad damage roll into critical hit. You've got to be kidding me. That was terrible luck after very good luck. After all that, need to use an Ether. We've really lost a lot of time here at Lance, unfortunately. Actual BS luck. All you need to do is look at the ice type funny and it'll go down. Rudy is annoying me at the moment. Rudy needs to hit this hypnosis, which it doesn't. Of course it doesn't. And we get burn. Of course we get effing burn. I am getting salty and tilted now. We have wasted so much time on this lance battle. Would you wake up turn one? There we go, at long flaming last, we've beaten Lance. All that time we saved has gone up the proverbial because of that last battle. Let's get our league time and try and save some time in Kanto. 1:48. I need to get another drink because my voice really is going now. And that was the last of this bottle of Pepsi. So I shall be back well before past. And in the words of RJ, we are back. So let us get the correct overlay on and let us carry on. Got the final part of the game and the final part of the stream to come. And good morning to Left Field and to Squeam X Squanch. Welcome back, I should say, Salami Guy. Yes, we are doing Stantler. Move the super repels back up there. Had a very tough lance battle, but we were making excellent time up until then. So we're going to say welcome back to Kenya, Abra, Psyduck and Paris. We have a lot of time to make up, and we cannot afford to hang about. Eventually the Y button will connect, and I'll be able to get on the bike. That's fair. Avoiding conversations with a Mr. Mime is incredibly easy. I only did the one Snorlax run. I couldn't bear to do another one, if you'll excuse the pun. Teleport back to Olivine, and we now need to get on the boat as quickly as we possibly can. It's more of a Snorlax waddle, really, isn't it? Our Snorlax was too lazy to roll most of the time, kept missing. My plans are to try and milk Crystal for even more content. No, I'm going to do the middle stage and first stage evolutions at some point, and then probably move on to Fire Red, Leaf Green. There is only so much we can do in Gen 2 together. Of course, the first thing we do in Kanto is the last thing we do in Johto. We're going to get another rare candy, this time from the chairman of the Pokémon fan club. A very kind person whose name is escaping me at the moment because my brain is absolutely fried, made a very nice donation to the channel and requested some Fire Red Leaf Green content. And I am more than happy to oblige. I will start learning it on stream after we're all sick of Scarlet and Violet, I think. Because of course this time next week I have the Electrician round, but Scarlet and Violet is also coming out. I know I'm looking forward to one of those far more than the other. I need to remember to put the pink bow back on. With a combination of Return and Earthquake, we have neutral damage on every single Pokémon. We do not encounter any Skarmory at all in this run. Oh, that would be really fun, just yeeting a Snorlax. I like Roots 42's music, and I love the Kalos power plant from Generation 6. And of course, we have to give a shout out to Azalea Town as well. They are some of the best music in all generations, really, aren't they? And Cinnabar Island and Let's Go really gets me pumped. Oh, for goodness sake. We didn't Oko the Tangler. This is where only having 95 in attack really does show. If we had slightly more, these battles would be an awful lot easier. Should put the mint berry back on really for that Tangler, shouldn't we? Golduck and Sandslash. I need to remember what this trainer has, so I forget every single time. There are some trainers whose Pokemon I always remember, like Heidi here. I know she has a pair of Hoppip line. Ouch! I hope that your teeth recover soon. I hope that the rehearsal went incredibly well despite the teeth hurting. That is fair if it's a normal thing for brass. Don't go into the Pokemon Center. I have to tell myself every time, otherwise I will accidentally pop in and lose a lot of time. I've never played a brass instrument either. I'm curious to know. Once you know where it is, it's easy to find, but if you don't know where it is, you can spend hours looking for the machine parts in the water. And this is where I really wish I had an Ice-type move, because all of these battles would be incredibly quick. I almost did the split there for Super Nerd Pat instead of Misty. Which wouldn't have been clever, would it? Don't go into the Pokemon Center. There we go. Safe from that for another run. Machine parts always in the top left-hand corner there. Two shot on the Lapras? Yeah. One shot on the Starmie, that is good. Good Misty split there, really good Misty split actually. Which makes me worry I've forgotten something. Well, we're going to hope that I haven't and carry on. As long as it's nothing dangerous, then it should be fine if your teeth do hurt ever so slightly while playing brass. So, I was always a piano guy growing up. Learned piano for a few years, though I haven't played in many, many years now. One shot the Espeon, please. Thank you. Probably two shot on the Mr. Mime. Oh, one shot. Even better. Critical hit on the Alakazam. Welcome in left field. I am doing very well apart from my voice, thank you. How are you doing? That's the wrong city. You have to close tonight in the kitchen where you work and you're training a new person. Oh no. I really hope it isn't too busy. Maybe I should start picking up the trombone then, because I have quite a bad overbite. Well, welcome along Left Field. I hope that you... I can't speak now. I've been live for just over 3.5 hours, and my brain is off. I hope you have a lovely time here at the stream. We are coming close to the end of our second run of the day. And Max Price, if you're still watching, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this VOD up for quite a while. So you will have a chance to go back and watch the Snorlax past the stream, at least for over the weekend. So I feel a little bit mean. If you like seeing how the Pokemon performs and where I sort of suss out the struggles, I will definitely keep it up for a little while. It is Brock time. Well, thank you, RJ. I really love reading your comments. They do put a massive smile on my face. Every time I see "and we're back," I'm just like, yeah, this is going to be a really nice comment, and I'm going to smile afterwards. It is the Light Years trainer, but he doesn't mention Light Years in this game. Boulder badge obtained. Let's now move on. Gonna have to skip this trainer here. Elixir, yes please. And also, does he? Sorry, that was a really dirty joke, and I'm supposed to be family friendly, aren't I? He is a much wiser man after 3 years. He now definitely knows that light years is a distance of measurement, not of time. Maybe Brock gave him the time off to actually go to school in the interim 3 years. We're gaining a little bit of time back now from what we lost at Lance. That is true, Brock could have taught him. Brock seems like the kind of person who would know an awful lot about an awful lot, even though he is quite young in universe. Seems to have a lot of life experience behind him. So the Just the Battles generally are either very overpowered Pokemon, or Pokemon that I start with fully evolved. It felt a little bit unfair to compare the two when they have different rules. It's almost like the Smogon lists for rules of Pokemon. So the steps in-game are still exactly the same, but different Pokemon have different strengths and weaknesses. How was your lunch, Dev? I hope you had a lovely, lovely lunch. I'm going to be getting some food in me again after the stream, I think. I am going to need Gyarados to use Rain Dance. Thank you, Gyarados. Absolute legend. You've probably saved this battle. That is true. In the anime, his father did leave him by himself. And he does have an awful lot of siblings. Burrett is still the fastest at the moment, as far as we know, on the leaderboard. No! Absolute arse! I meant to put the leftovers on there, but I completely forgot. And again, for God's sake. We're choking here. I genuinely couldn't believe that Furret was the winner either, to be fair. Extreme Speed is so annoying. I should have tried Hypnosis, but I got risky twice in a row. I'll let you off with that one. I was trying to get him out of full restore range. Didn't quite work out that way. Are you using light years as a distance of measurement or a measurement of distance or time? That is the question. Can anyone remember Furret's time off the top of their head? I have a feeling it's like 1:37. We are technically in range of beating Furret's time. I doubt we're going to do it, but we're going to get a very, very good time indeed here. Right, let's do this. This is my final run of the day, unfortunately. I don't have time for any more. Well, that was awful, wasn't it? I'm just going to spam these rare candies. As soon as we outspeed the Pikachu, this will get a lot easier. Which we do now. Well, thank you, Left Field. That is very kind of you to say. Also, one turn sleep there. We aren't going to beat Farrett's time here, but we are still going to get a very nice time, hopefully. Let's go all the way up to level 69. We outspeed the Espeon now. I would like him to send out Venusaur next. That might have been a bad play. For God's sake. I should have just attacked the Charizard. I'm going to send this Espeon to sleep. I reckon that's the way to get through Espeon without Reflect. And then hope it stays asleep. Or get a critical hit, you know? Either works. I'm not fussy. Another critical hit, nice. There we go. 139.19. And that is 10 minutes shaved off its original run, and that would put it in 3rd place on our leaderboard. Stantler does learn Takedown. I just chose not to use it because it's a recoil move, and that's a little bit dangerous in a solo Pokemon challenge run. But yes, we have got a better time. 3rd place is what Stantler would have been, and that is a live run. And generally, a live run is about 5 minutes slower than an actual run. So I think if I did that off stream, we could have a new winner. But with all that said and done, my voice is very much dead now. I have overdone it a little bit today because I did Kenya's voiceover. That's coming out at 8 PM tomorrow night, United Kingdom time. That is 3 PM East Coast, 2 PM on the Central Time, 1 PM on Mountain Time, and 12 noon on the West Coast. So now I am going to take a lovely weekend off. I have a voiceover to do on Monday. I will try and fit in a stream before Scarlet and Violet. But I'm going to say thank you all so much for watching. It has always been a pleasure, as always. And I will see you all very, very soon. Arturo, before I forget, Pikachu, evolve it as soon as you get Thunderbolt. No other moves matter. So, after you get Thunderbolt, that is all you need to do. And there is one thing I've forgotten to do, isn't there? I need to attach the mail to Kenya, and I need to return Kenya. Don't tell anybody who watches the edited videos that I do this. But we're going to say thank you, Kenya, for helping us out throughout that run. We couldn't have done it without you, but you've got to go home. And we shall save in front of Nurse Joy. Right, we're definitely done now. I just needed to do that to clear my conscience. And coming up tomorrow at 8, we have another run. So tomorrow at 8, I hope you will enjoy Firo Only. I'm going to put the premiere up now, so you can all get notifications. But thank you all so much for watching. I need to get some rest. I'll see you all very, very soon.